What's up, traders? Welcome to lesson number 8 of the Trader's Toolbox to Profit. So in this lesson we will be discussing how to perfect your entry and how to enter the market correctly in order for you to profit and benefit of this market, using a simple strategy and using a strategy that works for me all the time, every day, and I've been using this strategy for many years, that I can basically vouch for, and I can tell you guys that it works really well. So basically what we are looking at is, in our previous lesson we had an ICIC strategy. If you can check that out later, when you guys watch this video, check for ICIC strategy. So basically in the market, what we will have in the market is an impulse correction impulse, ICIC. So basically impulse to the downside, and then we'll have a correction to the upside in order to retest that area again, and then we'll have a further fall to the downside. This is called impulse correction impulse. So let's have a look at lesson number 8 and how we are going to basically benefit of this kind of strategy. So if we have a bearish market or a downtrend, what will happen normally is the market will definitely then break this support area over here. Once this support is broken, this support then becomes resistance. So once it becomes resistance, you'll find the market will start to move to the upside to retest this previous support, now resistance, and we can furthermore use this as our entry. So it's very much similar to the impulse correction impulse strategy. We just need to perfect our entry by using this kind of impulse correction impulse strategy in order for us to actually enter the market. So let me explain a little bit more in detail. Once the market has broken a support area, you can then wait on the 4-hour time frame to look for a retracement or a pullback or a correction to that area. Then once it reaches that area over there, you can watch price action in order for you guys to enter the market correctly and enter the market with a good risk to reward. You need to enter around this area. The reason why we enter around this area, because we have a good risk to reward. We have a good structure to place our our stop loss, and we have a good structure to place our take profit area as well. So normally this is how the market will move, day in and day out, and each day this is how the market will move. What we will have on a uptrend or a bullish move is basically the market will break through the resistance area, as you guys know, break through the resistance area and then come down for a retest of that area. And once it's in the retest area, you guys need to look on the 4-hour time frame. In order for you guys to get a good entry, you need to be able to see that the market has changed its environment from basically from a bullish to from a bullish perspective into a retest area. So what that means is basically an impulse to the upside, and then we have a retracement to the downside where it broke its last support, broke its last resistance, and then it will turn support where we can find the next impulse to the upside. So this is how we will look for this kind of strategy and how the strategy works. It's very simple strategy to profit in the market with a good risk to reward, because you can basically enter the market with a good risk to reward, and it's very simple. So let's say if you put your target around this area over here and you put your stop loss around this area over here, you have a very good risk to reward. You have a good possibility that the market will be in your favor. Now if the market, let's say for instance, if the market does not respect that area in a bullish or a bearish move, basically if the market would break through this area but then start to break again below this area, then we would not take this trade, because then our trade is invalid and our strategy is invalid, because the market is basically not respecting that area of previous resistance, now turns support. So what I'd like to show you guys is, I'd like to show you guys a quick view of a live chart for AUD CAD, and you guys would be able to see that the strategy works, and it's very easy for you guys to profit off this kind of strategy. So let's take a look. So I want you guys to focus on this move around over here. If you can see this move, there's a nice impulse to the downside. Okay, let me show you guys. There's a nice impulse to the downside, and I will explain a little bit more in detail about the support area and also resistance area over there. So if you have a look, you can see basically the market has broken its support area over here. So we broke a nice support area to the downside over here. We have a nice break of this support area over here, and we have a nice impulse to the downside where we have reached the next support area, and this is followed by a nice correction back to the area in order for market to retest this area, because there was no there is no basically there is no impulse and then straight away a correction to that area. So we'll need to wait for the market to actually reach that area again in order for us to enter the trade correctly around this area, and you could have a very nice risk to reward trade on this. So if you had entered the market on this area around over here, it would be very easy to basically put your stop loss above the high over there and place your trade like this. It's a very good risk to reward. You have a good risk to reward and a very good easy way to move and trade on this kind of pairs. If you guys want to see more kind of video like this, have a look at the ICI strategy. Now let's have a look at a bullish move on this pair. Very easy to distinguish why we are basically buying in a market. Let's have a look at this move over here. So as you can see, what the market did is it came down to the support area around here. After it came down to the support area, we had a nice, very nice impulse to the upside, followed by a correction of that previous support, the previous resistance that is broken. So the previous resistance would be around this area over here. Okay, so we have a good break of this area, followed by a nice retest of this area. You can see the long wicks in this area means that it's a good retest. It makes the market is respecting this area, and basically if you had entered the market in this area over here, you could have put your stop loss around this low over here, and you could have had a very nice risk to reward trade. Basically you would have had a trade that is a 5 to 4 risk to reward, which is really good. Even if you had put your stop loss around this area over here, it's still the same thing. You would have had a very good risk to reward ratio on this area. So I hope you guys like this. Lesson of this Traders Toolbox to Profits, and I hope that you guys give me a like and a comment. Let me know what you guys think about this. If you have any questions about this kind of lessons or any of my previous lessons, let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel as well. I have lessons on there that can teach you how to use these kinds of strategies to profit daily and how they can benefit you in your trading in the future. So don't forget to check out our Facebook, Instagram pages as well. We also have daily updates and my website available as well. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next lesson.